JJ, is it still morning? It's morning in Hawaii. Yeah, there was no way we would have done a last night show. So this is it, guys. Um, our next show is going to be the big Sacramento coin show sale that we're going to be hosting here on Whatnot. I think I have it for Thursday and Friday. So it's a 2-day event. So between today's show and the next show, it's going to be Thursday is the next earliest. I don't think we're going to be doing any other shows between then, only because we're going to have like much more higher profile stuff next weekend. I figured because we're running on limited time today, that we're going to kind of do things, a little bit about as casual as you could get, much like the last show, which is nice, Um, and we got giveaways, so we ended up finding one of these cool bicentennial medals. Haven't seen one of those in a while, so that's our first giveaway of the day. So I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday.
Hi, guys. Wife just had to come in and say hi.
Oh, the missus is here. Be on your best behavior,
Oh,
everyone.
goodness. Look, I have to show you something. I just posted this. It says,
Wow. Hey, that looks pretty good. That's cool. Repurposing old videos from like 8 years ago.
Heck yeah. So, you guys, really quick, if you haven't joined Sean on Facebook, he's Blue Ridge Silverhound Prime. If you're on Facebook, come over there and join him there as well. So, we have multiple things happening,
We have multiple things happening.
including a nice little show for you today.
Hey, large cow said moo. Move over.
Right?
Yeah.
Move over, I'll take over. Just kidding.
No, you take a break.
I'm actually going to go get ready. We have a family birthday party to go to tonight. So,
Yeah, that's why we can't stay on later.
yep.
But anyways,
All right. I love you.
love you too.
Have fun. Have fun with the hubs, you guys. Show them some love.
Yeah, they're gonna give me the third degree.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Sunday is gonna be a day of just fulfilling orders, so that's gonna be fun. Packing, shipping,
Yeah, well.
the whole 9 yards. Jennifer, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Where's your mom at? I haven't seen her either. Oh, there she is. Hello, you two. So we're gonna start things off. Couple giveaways. So we're gonna be packing in the giveaways all show long. Um, Probably our biggest profile item today. We're going to break down that beautiful, beautiful Library of Coins Roosevelt Dime album. A lot of nice gem examples in there. A few beautiful toners. Oh, I have a Facebook um, group now called it's Blue Ridge Silverhound Prime. Don't ask me why I added the word prime on there. I think because for someone probably used my name, or I tried opening up a Facebook and I duped it or whatever. So I don't know. Oh, Miss Diamond's my pleasure. My pleasure. Rob Dizzle, my nizzle. First one up there. I know, I'm not a big Facebook homer. My wife suggests that if I'm going to grow as, whatever, that I should be on there. So I'm taking her word for it. And yeah, I'm letting her deal with all the administrative stuff while I sit back and do everything else. So, yes, there we go. And thank you guys. I know it's a Saturday. This is an unconventional day for us to do, a live stream. Same with Sunday. We do a Sunday, you know, um, once in a blue moon. I know you guys have everywhere else or anything else to do. So it's cool that you came to hang out. It's gonna be for a little while. Hard stoppage at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. So if you're on the East Coast, 4:30. So that's where we're gonna top out at on the stream. And I figure while giveaway number two is processing, we're gonna go ahead and kind of get started here. Um, so we're going to kick things off here. Sorry, my brain is trying to function here because I put my box together and oh no, all the coins were kind of every which way here. All right, well, anyways, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started, right? So come on down. If you guys are over on the YouTube side, why don't you come on over? You should see a QR code on screen to get started. And then you sign up fresh and new. You get $15 off your first item. It's auto applied. Auto applied on there. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to activate a coupon. Now, if you're doing the rewards right here, a few of you are on silver tier. So you want to make sure you activate the coupons before you bid on anything. Nikki is just leaving the grocery store. Probably what? Shopping for the week, I take it. We usually do ours on Sunday. First one up here is a beautiful 1955 brilliant. I'm going to probably say verge on the gem grade right there. Lincoln Wheat Cent. 15 seconds, $1 start. And there you go. That one's live. Greetings from Germany. Hey, I like that. A little international love. Alex, Amok Alex. I think I got that right. Huh. Hope I did. Hey, Christine's is in the house too. Welcome, guys. 1955 Philly, Lincoln Weed Scent. First one up going to Miss Skygazer Carrie. Thank you. Good to see you, Carrie. Long time no see. I figure for a Saturday, probably see some faces we haven't seen in a minute. Which is cool. I like that. Yeah, it's been a little while, huh? I hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. We have a 55S. Okay, another nice BU Lincoln there. Tougher day too. It's the lowest mintage of the 50s. There you go. That one is live. If you looking for a 55S Lincoln wheat, a nice shape there. Again, the lowest mintage of the 50s, 55S. Everything is going out on Monday. Everything from Wednesday, Thursday, and then today's show. Everything's going out. All right, coming up next here, we have exactly 11 to the nose. War nickels, okay, 35% silver. there. So 11 of them, all average circulated condition. I think they're all different dates too, which is pretty good. There might be one or two dupes in there, but that is 11 Warren Nichols, silver, 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 silver. All right, so there you go. That one is live. Again, everything starting at $1. You're bidding on 11 War Nichols, so 42 to 45 is the date range there. Large Cow winning the giveaway. Congratulations. 11 War Nichols. Ooh, almost scoring that one way under melt there. Yeah, we're still about $8 under melt. First win forever? Yeah, well, you beat me. I haven't had a win on a giveaway in forever. It's been a long time. Not that I've been doing a lot of giveaways on other streams, but yeah, it's been a little while. The other streams I hang out, like I go on Bjorn's stream every so often, but he always has like 1,000 people plus on there, and he has great giveaways. But you know, the odds are the odds. 1 in 1,000. My wife won something from him a few months ago. I think we ended up paying it forward and giving that item away on one of our streams, a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So we got a beautiful BU 54S, another tough date there. There you go. That one's rolling. 54S. Hey, large cow. Pretty good. Pretty good. I love Rob. He's good people. All right. Gold Digger winning that one. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm getting a technical issue here because it's not allowing me to start another giveaway. So let me see if I can fix this here. Oh, probably because the giveaway is already running. The giveaway is already running. There you go. It's a beautifully toned proof Washington Quarter. We ended up with a couple of modern albums and a lot of toners in there. So we're going to be giving away a few of those here today. Happy birthday to Eagle Eye 11. Living it up. Oh, you're welcome, Gold Digger. Yeah, I mean that in the most positive way, by the way. Yeah, Rob, very, 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 very down to earth. Yeah, Eagle Eye. Yeah, there you are. Happy birthday, man. Good afternoon. Hey, Flower Girl. How are you? All right, this one's kind of cool. This one has struck through Greece, 54S. You see that there in the right field in front of Lincoln's face. And some on the reverse there, too. Yeah, some dirty dies there. Yeah, technically an error. Okay, $1 start on the mint error 54S. Again, another nice gemmy there. Yeah, we have a hard stop at 1:30 p.m. So I just want to let everyone know. 54S struck through Greece. That's what we have here. All right, now I'm going to this carry as well. Speaking of the devil, Mr. Eagle Eye, the birthday guy, got one there. So you got the beautiful. It's beautifully toned on the reverse. Proof Washington Quarter, plucked right out of an album. You're gonna like that one. And with a name like Eagle Eye, I think you'll appreciate that one there. All right, giveaway number 4 coming up next there. Look at that thing. It's bullseye toning, another Washington Quarter for you guys to feast your eyes on. I know that's stuff we should be selling, but instead we're giving them away. Oh, how crazy. 58D, beautiful choice BU. There you go. Yeah, Alex, that is available. I think that's something I have to set up on my end because I don't get that many international buyers, but I could activate that for you. All right. There you go. Going to Robert. First purchase there, my friend. Thank you. Much appreciative. 57D. Looks like a roll ender right there. So you have a nice darker kind of Dr. Peppery red on the reverse with little hints of blue and rose in there. Okay, 57D. I mean, worth grading is relative. I mean, what are you trying to achieve? You trying to grade them to flip them and make money? Which is not an easy thing to do. That's something that if you're new to grading at all, it's something you need to build up to. Not saying that none of these coins are worth grading, but um, there's a tough date. 53 BU link in there. Again, all the Philadelphias of the 50s are tougher. There you go. That one's live. 53 Philly. All right. That will go into Lawrence. There you go, sir. All right. So Christine, I went and looked at your so there's only a few images on there. The most recent ones are the Washington Quarter, but I don't see anything on the Mercury dime. If If you wanted to resend me the images, I could take a look at it right now. All right. How about we do some sudden death? Now that I got your guys' fingers all nice and warmed up, well, at least a couple of you, we have a pretty good opportunity here because we got a few more of 2009 proof 100-year anniversary Lincoln sets. So these are hot right now. Oh, that mercury dime, that thing looks environmental damaged. It doesn't look like a surface of a coin that was struck as that way. It finally popped up. All right, let's see who wins the next giveaway here. The beautiful tone Washington quarter, by the way. Queen Curious. Oh, there you are. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations. Yeah, I can't even make out the date on there. Yeah, I know they didn't make any in 1922. They didn't make a couple coins in 1922. They didn't even make a Buffalo nickel. They didn't make theoretically a Lincoln cent. They only made Denver struck coins, quarters as well. All right, so some of the hottest coins on the planet right now. We have a couple sets here for you guys. And we're going to do the benefit of doing 15-second sudden death. All right, so they brought back the copper composition plans specifically for the 100-year anniversary proof strikes. So they made four different designs. We're going to sell a couple of each, and then we're going to be done with this, and then we're going to get into like some silver and some juicy stuff. But folks are loving these right now. They're kind of hard to get, reasonably priced. So yeah, whatever they sell for here today, it'll be a nice little bonus ball for you guys. All right, so here's the first one here. We got Lincoln birthplace. Yes, yeah. The Lincoln cents all copper, and they only brought it back for 1 year. All right, first one up is the birthplace, and the mintages are very light on this year. Okay, it's kind of like a double-edged sword situation. The 100-year anniversary is in 2009, but you know what else also happened in 2009? The recession. So there was very light limited sales, not for a lack of popularity of this little mini series, but because of the recession, the mint also had to change a few things during that time, including letting go of workforce, which means they can only produce so much coins. That's why there's a lot of low mintage coins in 2009 than any other year. All right, so here's another one of these. That one went incredibly cheap there, guys. So that's a pretty good deal there. There's the next one. Another birthplace. If you're going to hoard anything, these are the coins to just grab as many as you can because, well, Lincoln Cent production is done. All right, not making any more of those. And it's had a tidal wave effect on anything remotely collectible, especially from the modern age of Lincolns. Okay, this is the last one here. So we have just three of each. Very limited supply. Hoard them. I've been hoarding them myself, especially the ones that come toned. Those are really pretty. Last birthplace there. It's going to Mithril Zip. Interesting name. Congratulations. All right. And then probably quite possibly the most popular one, I would say, out of the four, the formative years. So we have a couple of these. There you go. It's the perfect storm of a coin, okay? Lighter mintages because of the recession. If you can imagine what these things will do in, say, 5 years' time, you know, I mean, the possibilities are endless on these. Because I tell you what, they're not going down, and they're never going to go down. These are going to live as that 1 year type coin with different designs, low production mintage limits. There you go. Another formative years. If you missed out on the one before, the rolls right now. Ooh, if you can get the rolls, hold on to them. Hold on to them. And then the last formative years, especially the LP4s, which is the presidency design. They didn't make a whole lot. What was it, like 125 million, which seems like a lot, but when you compare it to 2010, the next year, they made over a billion. 2010 Phillies and Denver's respectively. So the mintage of just the presidency version is about 10% of the next year's production. That's wild. Okay, so now we got the early professional life, is what they call it. Okay, so we got a couple of these. This is the second lowest mintage of the business strike versions. Again, these are copper. These are a perennial favorite among Lincoln enthusiasts. If you haven't gotten one of these, or at least try and buy the whole set, probably a good set to get if you want this and you want all four of them, is to just simply buy the 2009 proof set, because it also comes with the quarters, which are the territory quarters and Washington D.C. It's also got all the other ones as well. I think it even has the 2009 presidency proof issues as well. All right, there you go. There's another professional life, and then we got one more of these coming up next. T Will, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we do have Blue Ridge Silverhound stickers, which is exactly my logo right there. So we did find a few rolls. So if you guys want, we could add those to your orders. We haven't had too many people ask about them, but we did forget that we did have some. And then this is the final professional life. Coin curious. It depends on what you're looking for nickels. I will show you something that we did just get. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to Mr. JJ there. Not too much trouble. Not too much trouble. All right, and the finale, presidency. Yeah, we're going to a birthday party this evening, so we got to do a little bit of a drive. But my oldest daughter will be here to watch the doggos. All right, the final, the LP4, the finale of them all there. All right, I'm going to Miss Stacy. There you go. Thank you so much. All right, second one there. Ooh, I love me a good game of cornhole. Oh, Savannah, Georgia, huh? All right, going to JJ. Congratulations. Oh, Jacob, no problem. I mean, it's all you. Yeah, you made that happen for yourself, my man. And the final one of them all. There you go. The last presidency, the last one of the 2009s. The unique copper offering, the last time that they did that. All right, Gargap. There you go, my friend. Check this thing out. Does anyone want that thing? That monster? Look at this date too, 69S proof with that reverse toning. It's like a nice crescent. Anybody interested in that thing? There you go, $1 start. By the way, that kind of toning is a little bit tough to achieve on the proof Lincolns. Um, Especially given where these things have been stored in, they don't really promote toning all that well. You get more kind of like the milky haze effect on some of the earlier dates, but very rarely do you see something that just stunning. Nice colors. It's a blue and just nice progression into the red and some of that gold in there. Coin Curious, you're gonna love that one. Congratulations. Purpley, yep. How about this toner here on both sides? 64D. That one came out of an album. There you go. 64D. Of course, it's silver, so it's actually a very nice one there too. Peripheral toning is, it's light enough that it's not gobsmacked in your face. It's got a really nice, eye appeal to it. Some people like the really splashy toners, say something like that right there, which, that's where it's at right there. The fully involved, just crazy, insane type of toning. But sometimes the lighter stuff, great compromise there too. While really not compromising a whole lot there. We got a 3 pack of proof Roosevelt dimes. There's a really nice looking 53S. 53S Rosie there. There you go. That one's live. By the way, we're going to be cracking open that Roosevelt dime album there. A nice, really nice time capsule of sorts. Some beauties in there. You got some toners as well. Yeah, that's true, Miss Diamonds, but it's all reactionary depending on what they can get from their partner smelters. Because if smelters are not willing to play ball, then neither are the coin shops, and that's passed down you know through all the way down to the sellers. All right, here's another one there. This time, nice, fully involved reverse toning. Again, very nice light pastel kind of flavor here. Very nice, very attractive. There you go. Yeah, a number of my dealers are doing about 55 to 60 times face. They're actually quite generous here in Northern California. Yeah, that's a 64D reverse toned. Are you talking about the Silver Eagle congratulation coins? So does that mean they are increasing the mintage from that preposterously low? What was it, 50,000 or whatever it is? Yeah, we're out in Roseville, the nicer place of Sacramento to live at, I guess you could say. 63. Wow, there you go. That's the ticket. 63D. Beautiful reverse toning on that one. There you go. Lots of pink, purple, blue. Very colorful one. 63D. A date, by the way, you don't see toned that often. I don't know. I see a lot of 64s toned. Of course, they did mint that into oblivion. Very pretty. Very nice one. Let's see, a Dansko album. Oh, a newer one, huh? With the National Park coins. I don't have, I haven't had one of those in a long time. It's probably been a year. A large cow with another, huh? There you go. Now you're just showing off. I see how it is. Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. Let's see. Run it back with another trio. This one has a couple of nice decam pieces there. Oh, by the way, we still have the Pilgrim Commem there. Someone wants that one. Ooh, check this thing out. 97 Philly. Reverse feeder finger gouge. So right to the right of the eagle's head. So you got those are raised, by the way. So that's when the feeder finger makes contact with the face of the die. So it's actually damaging the die in the process. So when it's striking the other coins, it's actually going to show up. Now, usually something like that gets found out pretty early on in the process. So something like this, especially at this age of the game, going back 30 years, you don't see too many feeder finger gouges. There you go. That one's live. 97 Philly. Reverse feeder finger gouge. Yeah, Cal's on a roll. I ain't hating. That's the way you play the game. Well done. Oh, it's slated to come in today. Although our FedEx delivers all the way up to 8 p.m. and we usually get ours like in the afternoon. So should be here before we head to our party. I, for one, have been looking forward to that package. Ah, it's just amazing to think because I did, I'm doing actually something that's really hard for me to do. Um, because I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm not one for surprises because I kind of like it. I actually reserved my ability to look online and see what the grades are for the very first time in however long. It's been a while. All right, we got our other one of this. Hey, we'll just go ahead and sell it. I will say keep it, but yeah. So this is the youth release of the World War II clad Commemorative. This is the 1995, and these I believe were struck in Denver Mint. It's got a cool little kind of like historical context in there.
That's cool.
And these usually are toned on the reverse.
Oh.
They're all toned, so they got the purples and blues and all that stuff. So pretty cool. These are actually a lot tougher to find than you realize. So we'll go ahead and do this one here. $1 start. There we go. With the World War II commemorative clad $50.
That's cool.
And tone reverse too. Nice little bonus. There you go. Hey, nice deal there for Crew Vivian, or just Vivian. What was that? What about?
Who got this? Did I buy this?
No.
Did you buy this for me?
Yeah.
When?
This is like the shape of a heart.
I know.
I heart you.
I heart you too. I'm waiting for my hair to dry.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd come in and say hi.
How's your schnoz? No comment?
No.
Yeah, everybody's like catching these allergy colds. I'm just now beginning to get one. Now that we have like flowers and grass and all this other stuff happening around here too.
It's terrible. I started with allergies, and then it turned into a sinus infection. So
Wow. Blue Ridge Lovebirds. Hey, I like that. Hermie.
yeah, that's us.
There you go. It's not large cow. We were trying to go for a three-peat here, but we're giving Hermie a little bit of a hook up on the old giveaway.
I'm leaving in a few minutes as soon as my hair dries.
Okay.
And I'll be back shortly.
Shorty. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of honey. Yes, I have. I just had some before I went live. Oh, so this thing has been hanging around. We are going to sell this. This is the Agoro Mickey Mouse Silver. Man, this thing's cool. You guys probably end up liking this. Check that out. Colorized silver. This is, ladies and gentlemen, serial numbered. Very low serial number too. 94 out of 3,485 made. This one here, I believe, is minted for Fiji. It is exactly half an ounce of 999 fine silver. They go for about 75, $80 online for this one, just because they have a couple different variants. It's in a really nice presentation case there as well. So we'll sell this one here today. Actually, it's going to start right now. There you go. That one's live. Really, really neat commemorative Mickey Mouse silver. It is technically a coin, so it's contoured, which is cool. I mean, these things are really neat. Again, they really go for 75 to $80. It's about a double silver melt premium on these because of what they are. And of course, it's Disney. Disney has a bunch of premiums on top of each other with those things. All right. But really, really neat offering. I've had it for a while. I like Disney stuff, but we are in the business of doing business, so that's why we're offering this to you guys. All right, and then that one's going to Salty. Salty, I hope you enjoy that one. For the Disney lover in your home, could be you, could be you. So lot number 28. Just to keep that there and give the background a little aesthetic eye appeal. Yeah, very nice display too. Very well done. So we also have the 1801 Bolivia 4 reales or four reals. There's a couple different ways people pronounce that. Someone wants that too. It's an old, very old um, colonial era coin there. So got this one here too. Yeah, there's a gibby. God forbid we can't get you your three-peat. All right. So we also have this 2024 Australia Year of the Dragon in Mid State 70 ICG graded. Like the label there, it's pretty nice. It's also on the other side. All right. It is indeed silver. I don't know if they got the actual. There it is. Half ounce of quad 9 fine silver is what it um, weighs in out there. Again, very similar to the Disney. This one's right around like $60 is what they go for. In Perfect 70, I don't know. I know the raw ones, they go for a good fair amount because of the Lunar New Year type stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. $1 start, and it begins now. No, the Realis is not the giveaway. I'll tell you what is the giveaway is Mercury Dime. Right there. Boom. 2024, Year of the Dragon, Australia. Very pretty. Perfect mid-state 70 grade there by ICG. Let's see. I was born in 78. What does that make me? I think it's either a monkey or a horse. I don't know. You figure I would know. I could go online and figure it out pretty quickly. Unless someone's already doing that for me, then hey, thank you. Yeah, it's every 12 years. My youngest daughter is year of the dragon. So 2012 and then 2024 for the dragon. Yeah, I want to sell this here too. The Spirit of 76 Mayflower Compact Strike Through right there. Yeah, that's why I figure a horse. Yeah. All right. So it's got the strike through right there on the date. That's why they call it the Spirit of 76. According to Littleton, they were the first ones to find these. Yes, this is clad. So I'm gonna offer this one up at a price that is cheaper than anywhere else you could find it. Because you could get these right now on Littleton, but you got to pay, a pretty. Their shipping is expensive. It's like $9 or something. Um, and let's see, the coin itself, I think it's either 50 or $55 or somewhere around there. But in this particular case, $45, incredibly cheap shipping, and it's a really cool mid-air on one of the new semi-quincentennial. There you go. There you go. We didn't sell it, even for a cheaper price. Which is crazy because on eBay they're selling for like $100. I'm like, yeah, you guys know you can get these for half off, and some people don't know. So, all right, so we have a rock solid 40 minutes, and that's gonna be just enough time. Oh, by the way, someone wants the Pilgrim. I had this up the other day. Surprisingly, no one picked this Jemmy up. I mean, these are beautiful. They're amazing. I took like $50 off this, but we'll try it one more time. Nope, not cleaned. That is 100% original. Coin Anxiety winning the giveaway. Congratulations to Mr. JJ. And you locked silver. So you got that's the tier that you want to hit. Because we really locked in with a lot of coupons at the silver level. So if you hit these Mr. Champ, wow. I am I'm blessed that you call me a champ. I'm just a regular guy, but I am open to receiving that beautiful comment, sir. So I gotta write a few more labels here. We're gonna get into the cool Roosevelt Dime album there. Regular champ, yes. Yeah, I'd say that's what I'm all about. Yeah, so we also have this. I threw in a couple of like big time kind of coins. Now, big time is relative. This one right here, I could do 400 on. We call this the double mint twin silver eagle there, 2008. We also got this insane mid state 66 Morgan as well. There. So we also have that one available. Someone wants that, of course. This one I should just consign with great collections. I have a feeling that I'm gonna get hooked up pretty well on that one there. All right, so we threw up another giveaway. Oh, I appreciate it. It's always the YouTube where everything kind of originates from. So yeah, I am incredibly indebted to a lot of you because you really did put me on the map. You know, salty man. Yeah, you are a funny one. All right. So I figure it's appropriate when we do these kind of albums, we usually start at like the more common dates. So we'll start at 1964 and work our way backwards. What I have found with this one, when we bought this album about a month ago, talking to the customer, um, he selected coins that he thought would grade out full torch. And he spent the better part of like 2 decades curating, searching, hunting for these particular pieces. So I'm gonna just let you guys know these are probably gonna end up being grade worthy in the opinion of the customer that we did buy it from. So take it for what it is, you know. But looking at these things are absolutely incredible. And we're gonna sell all do an account 40, 45, 48 total coins. And he did throw in a few proofs in there, like 62 is a proof, 58 is a proof. And those are the only two proof coins, I believe, in this one. So you can see your reflection or my reflection. And then maybe if you guys want the album, we'll sell the album at the end. So he told me toward the end, right before he thought he was done with this collection, he was going to coin shows and spending all day there and leaving, not buying anything because he felt like that there wasn't anything worth upgrading. Um, and I asked him, well, how about the couple of proofs he put in here? I'm just he was having a much harder time finding those dates in Full Torch. And I have to agree, 58 is a little bit tougher date. And what's this other one? 62, some of the later dates, late 50s, early 60s, they can be a little bit tough. All right, so first one up here is the 64 Denver. And then there's a few toners in here. Once we get to those, I'll let you know. All right, so let's begin and have fun. This is how we're going to close out our show is by selling the entire book, one piece at a time. All right, and we are starting everything at $1. So, all right, there you go. First one up. The Morgan's pretty pricey. We're asking $1,100, but please do make an offer. The Lincoln set, if I went and consigned it on Great Collections, we'll probably end up going for about $1,000 because it's a brown toner that's graded really high. But what I have on this one, 600. But I think I did 400 on this the other day. No one took it, surprisingly, because someone can buy that and make probably 4 or 5 bills on it pretty easily. Pretty easily, you'd have to consign it, but yeah, you can make a pretty good stack of cash. Did my eyes just deceive me, or did that go for $3? Not only did it go for under melt, but it's like one of the tougher dates for Full Torch. What's the grade on the extra V? Just curious. I don't have an extra V. I do not have the extra V. I know. I was just sitting here just running my mouth, and yeah, by the time you know it, the coin was sold. All right. Christine 34. Woo! Yeah, for melt, right? Those are what, double that right now? They're like $6, give or take. All right, 64 Philly coming up next. You guys are scaring me with this sale. I mean, if this next one does it's because paid a heck of a premium for this album. There you go. Again, Full Torch, beauties, grade worthy, high priced choice gems. There you go. That one's live. $64 Philly. Okay, it is a tougher date for a full torch. The '60s is especially played with striking issues. So finding one with the full strike is, of course, the play here, and not too many of them. Okay, now we're at 63. Yeah, these are just amazing. They are amazing. 63D. There you go. Mama J, I try. I meet many clients during the course of the week. I have awesome dealers that also hook me up with clients. Especially these days. A lot of clients trying to sell silver and collections and things like that. So yeah, these dealers they're being a little bit more selective. As a result, they're sending me more business. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. These coins are going for pretty cheap. You have to consider um we're like looking at 50 to $100 bill on a lot of these. They are 63 Philly. Yeah, this one was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy from what I remember. There you go. That one's live. 63 Philly. Full torch. Full bands, full torch, same difference. So when you hear me say full torch, it's also full bands. So you have a very clearly defined, well struck split on both the top and bottom sets of bands on that. Okay, that will go into Buck. Thank you, Buck. Yeah, proof quarter there on the next skivvy. So it looks like we got a toner here on the 62D. Looks like this one's a light toner. You can see some of the mottled, crusty toneness there. There you go. Very nice looking example. Well, Gargab, I'm going to say that they're hitting their stride, but they're going to continue to go up. It depends on what your financial situation is. Do you need the money, or do you need, because 200 unopened boxes is a lot, takes up a lot of space. Are you ready to move just so you could like free up room? You know, I'm shocked. I don't think I'm selling the right thing right now. Sam Henson, congratulations. Congrats. Okay, there's our proof there, 62 proof. Uh, the proof dime here for this date was a placeholder till he was able to find a full torch version of this date. He couldn't find it. Same with 58. All right, Sam, congratulations on the giveaway there. Thank you guys for coming on board as we kind of, head into the back nine of our show here today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Mama J, congratulations. Nice pickup there. That's a lot 36. Okay, now we're at 61. 61D. Oh, I wish. 61D, again, fully struck, split, torch. There you go. That one is live. That might be a wise pickup there, Jennifer. In mid stage 68 full torch, $10,000. It's 67, 450, 67 plus 1,300. Oh, by the way, yeah, he cherry picked quality too. So to give you a general idea, I'm pretty sure there's going to be nothing that grades out probably 66 or lower on any of these. Yeah, the Philadelphias obviously are the tougher ones. That is the group here. 61 Philly. There are no known 68s. And mid state 67 full torch or full bands 950. $4,000 in 67 plus, which is the top pop, and even in 66, it's 175 and three and a quarter respectively. This is one of the. This is right here, I believe, the toughest 60s date. 63. Whoever bought the 63 full bands, that's another good one too. That's right under the 61, which is what I'm holding here. I think you said this was the one of the last ones that he picked up with full torch. And he looked through many rolls, B rolls of these things. All right, let's go ahead and do the 61 here. I love teaching about strike designation because a lot of our newer coins, Jennifer, they really express that, like full steps, Jefferson Nichols, full torch, dimes, things of that nature. It's very prevalent in a lot of the newer coins today. Yeah, 61 Philly, definitely one of the more tougher ones. And seeing as how that this distinguished collector slash hoarder of dimes, he went through the ends of the earth to look for these. And he went to every show. He was actually from Southern California, so they have a few shows down there. His last show, I believe, was I think he said 2015, and he was ready to be done, and he was okay by the fact that he couldn't complete the set because he was missing the two coins. But if anyone is able to do that and spend so much dedicated time to go to every show and every coin shop, and these are dimes too. They're it's not like they're the easiest things to stare at. Okay, what do we got here? 1960D coming up next. These are really pretty. Coin anxiety. I gotta say it's your second one, huh? There, we'll give that one there to you. 1982 P, struck with heavily deteriorated dies. It's a cool one there for you, anxiety. Yeah, a twofer. Okay, well, let's see. Is it large cow or coin anxiety? That's a get the elusive three-peat. See what happens, right? All right, 60D in mid state 68 full torch, 8,500. In 67 full torch, 400. And for a plus designation, 650 respectively. Another pricey one. All right, let's go ahead and do it. There you go. This even has a little couple spots of toning as well, which certainly does not hurt the coin at all. $60 is what you're bidding on there. Top end valuation, 8,500 and 68 full torch. Does it have the mustard to get there? That is the question. Although the safety net of 400 and 650 is not too bad. Not too bad. Definitely some room there. So we do have. I wanted to let you guys know we do have the big shows already set up for next weekend, which are Thursday and Friday. Sacramento Coin Club show is the biggest show in Northern California, in my opinion, and they are going to be back again for a 3-day weekend affair. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Um, Here is a little bit of a circular. You can actually go on their website as well if you're within earshot of the Northern California area. This is a show I recommend 100%. It's going to be pretty busy as well. All right, and it's the 69th anniversary. Keep the memes to yourselves, if you know what I mean. All right, 60 Philly. Same verse as the first. There are no mid-state 68s known. And 67 is $400. 67 plus is 3,500. So can you imagine how much a mid-state 68 would go for in this thing? All right, so there you go. Man, those splits are insane. And believe me, I'm a guy that's been through many Roosevelt dimes. Not my particular favorite series, but man, we just gotta give some credit where credit's due. When something is tough to find, luster for days. Yeah, free parking considering it's at a hotel with a convention center. Some hotels and convention centers they pay for parking. This one not. Like we went to that anime con. I took my daughter and her friend over there yesterday, and we spent like a good solid 3 hours there. Boy, my feet were about ready to fall off. By the way, yeah, we had to pay $10 for parking. Yeah, he's that's a good one there. 60D is surprisingly it's a date that is notoriously not the most well struck, and then since we're coming like the tail end of like the silver era of coin production, quality kind of falls off a little bit there as well. So it makes it a progressively tougher coin to find if you're looking for quality. Okay, how about 59D? Now we're getting into some 1950s. Dave Withrow. Hey, I saw him pop in earlier. All right, $6,250 and 68 full torch, $1,000 and 6-7 plus. Another great one here. It's like 59D. There you go. Well, hey, buddy Dave. Hey, at least we got you a giveaway. Congrats. Oh, by the way, I asked him, "Hey, where'd you get the old Library of Coins album?" He said, "I bought it brand new from from a stamp dealer in the Bay Area back in 1960, I think he said. He was a subcontractor for the Navy, so he was traveling up and down the peninsula, and then he also worked in the city. But most of all, he was over in Oakland and Treasure Island. So kind of cool story because my dad was in the Navy, and he also was in the area. Oh, he's old, 85, I think. Nice guy. You look at him, he doesn't look like he's 85. He looks like he's 70 and he's healthy, like works out kind of healthy. 59D. Didn't we just sell 59D? I guess there were two 59Ds in here, ladies and gents. Interesting. There you go. So, second 59D, and just consider that it is equally as nice in strike and quality. Yeah, 59D is an awesome date for RPMs. My goodness. The big key day, by the way, the 49S out of here is is pretty wild. Pretty wild. I can't wait to show you that one. That is of course that's a coin that's pricey in all mid-state grades. 58D. 58D. All right. Full torch, 68, 3 grand. 100 bucks and 6.7 full torch and 3 1/4 and 6.7 plus full torch. 58 is a big one. Now I see why there is a proof coin in its place. It makes all the sense in the world. All right. There you go. Elvis sideburns. Let's see if we can replicate it like right there. It's a little bit dark. Ho 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 ho. Hey, I'm trying here. Trying to reinvigorate the good old jailhouse rock and roll atola here. 58D full torture. Right? Any improvement is a good improvement. Okay, so the good old 58 here. Again, the second coin where he was not able to find a full torch. Okay, and let me just hit you up with a little bit of knowledge here on this one, because there are no 68s known for 58 Philly. In 67 plus full torch, $2,100. 67 plus, 5,500. 66, 300, and 66 plus 400. Jennifer, congratulations. you're getting a giveaway. I didn't even put it out there. All right, so but this is a 58, lightly toned, might I add, proof. So there you go. That one's live. Which coin? This one in my hand? Well, this is a proof. So 66 is a very normal grade for a proof, Rosie. Now in Business Strike, it's 400. The most expensive mint state 66 of the later date, I guess, era. I knew it was pricey. I didn't know it was that much. 57 D coming up next. Oh boy, 8 grand at 68 full torch. Jeez Louise. I was not expecting that either for a 57D. Yeah, I'm reading that. Yeah, I am reading that right. Okay. Yeah, this thing is so clean. Yeah, road trip we normally do. Yeah, we've actually had a fair amount of rolls for sale here the last few shows. So we get them pretty regularly, whatever they may be. Lincoln cent rolls, nickels, dimes, quarters, you name it. Thank you for coming on by though. But yeah, we will have more probably next Thursday. Which again, to let you guys know, we have those shows bookmarked for the end of month, which we have a show at the very last day of the month, and also on May 1st, which is the second day of the show. And then after that, we'll probably take a week off and then come back again the week after. Second week of whatchamacallit, May is going to be when we come back. Oh, cool road trip. Did you see my live for this show? Joel, I do not have either. I've had them before. It's been a little while though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got my YouTube live to work again for the whatnot streams. So 57 Philly coming up next year. Yeah, another pricey one in 6.7 full torch, $1,000, 4,500 and plus. Mid State 66, pretty good safety net here, 175 and six plus is 340. I would say that this one here is a safe buy and then some. All right, there you go. That one's live. 8 years. Yeah, that's a good amount of investment and time over this old coin guy over here. 57 Philly. All right, going to Christine's. Christine S. There you go, my friend. All right, we are at 56 Denver. I'm telling you, this is insane. I have never seen this many full struck. I'm telling you, I pay attention. I've never seen this many consecutive back to back to back to back fully struck Roosevelt dimes. These are not supposed to look this pretty because I've just been at $8,500 in 6/8. Wow, 275 and 6/7, 1,600 and plus. Phew, man, and I'm like, I actually asked him. I'm like, do you do coin grading? Why didn't you grade any of these? He said, I don't do grades. He's kind of like me. I like more of like just having the raw coins that you can hold in your hands and enjoy it. I feel like there was a much deeper level to collecting when you're collecting raw coins than coin graded slabs. Jacob, I don't think so. I think there's about a 1 point discrepancy between what ICG assigns and what PCGS would assign. I still feel like they're a little bit more relaxed on the grading. ICG is because we've actually had a few ICG coins here recently, and I have to tell you, yeah, there's a few head scratchers on a few of the ICG grades, especially since Austin ended up buying the company. It's tightened up a little bit under his watch, but still, yeah, there's a few grades that under the newest regime of ICG still kind of like I'm like really scratching my head on a few of them. Yeah, CAC is a they are like what um 56 is approved too. Interesting. All right, I gotta see where. Oh yeah, that's a tough one too. 8,008 and 3,006 7 plus. See, Mike's money. Woohoo! Congratulations, Mike. Oh, nice one there. So yeah, that is a proof. Proof 56. Okay. It's got a really high value for a full torch business strike. So that's why this one is in its place. Still a good date though. 56 proof. Dime is not too shabby. There you go. Mike, my pleasure, sir. All right, we're about ready to turn the page here to the spicy stuff. I hope you guys are ready. Yeah, I know we're running over on time, and I'm okay. You guys are worth it. 56 proof, Rosie. All right. Yeah, let's go into Mama J. That's he told me where that he bought this brand new. So he's a single owner to the book and it looks great. He said he carries it to all the shows with him. And he's managed to keep it very clean. He said when he bought it, it had like a cellophane kind of wrap to it and didn't write in there. The two big keys are toned in this one here. That 51S is a monster, and then the 49S is gorgeous. I hope you guys are ready for those. I think those are the ones that probably a few of you are going to be waiting for. Okay, so here is the tri-year lowest minted dates of Roosevelt's 55 PDNS. And we're going to start out with the S version here. Again, all fully struck, full tortures. Ooh, whoa. 1650 and 7 and 4500 and 7 plus. My oh my. What the? There you go. Yeah, I feel the same way, Gold Digger. I personally have way too many collections, and I might be getting to a point where I might start to kind of pare down a little bit. But in the case of my customer, yeah, it was just a right time um, to sell. He's getting up there in the age. He doesn't drive as much anymore. Um, his grandson helps him out. On certain days. Yeah, especially getting around when he needs to. All right. Large cow recognizing the importance of a good 55 because 55s are not struck that great. Boy, and I have gone through thousands of 1955 Rosies. They do you dirty pretty regularly. 55D, golly, these things are wild. I was like, maybe I should have went back 6500 and 68 plus or 68, not even plus. Yeah. The Denver is generally the more better struck out of the three, but they're all not great. Okay, here, check this one out. Wow, that is impressive. I went through a lot of dimes. It's because I was in the business going all the way back when I was in high school. So mid 90s, 93, 94 is when I got started. Um, Me and my dad were buying collections in Nevada, when we were out there. And we were going through, and these were the kind of coins that we dreaded to look through. And it was BU rolls of silver mercury dimes of every date, except for like 49S and a few others. Um, let's see what else. Large cow, you got your trifecta, my man. You got it. At least things kind of normalize when we get beyond 55. So when we hit 54 and all that, it should be a little bit. Oh my god, this thing is nutty. I mean, 55 Phillies are not supposed to look like this. Here's a ticket with a 55, and this is how crazy this date is. So let's talk about full torch. There's no 68s. It's 67 it's 67, it's 650, 67 plus top pop 4500, but without full torch, just a regular mushy strike, mid state 68, $7,500. I'm willing to bet that this will be a $10,000 plus coin in full torch. And this thing knocks it out of the park. Not guaranteeing that it's going to be a 6-8 at all. Amazing. Yeah, when you can see it without any sort of magnification, that tells a whole crazy story. 55 Philly. This is the last of the 55s. So you bought two of the 55s already, large cow. I would probably say that the next date, 51S, yeah, it is. Tis. You can basically see it with the naked eye. And the thing about full torch is like full steps. You gotta have a clearly defined line that goes all the way across the band. And it needs to be nick free because if you have like a contact mark right on the band, it nerfs it. Yeah, I knew the fives are special, and I've never found a full torch 55. The one that we have here in hand is the very first one out of thousands that I've looked through. Because I will tell you guys, if you wanted to hunt through lots of BU 55s, there are BU rolls out there that are bank wrapped, sealed, that you'll probably end up paying about a good premium on. Like a full roll today, what, $5 face of any one of those mints will probably set you back about 400 or 500. So the cost of entry to even want to look at any of those, unless you have like a dealer that doesn't care and they ended up just receiving in some 55 BU rolls and they're just willing to let it go for melt, those are a gift from God. If you're able to get them at melt, you could have your way with them. And very rarely does that ever occur these days. And considering that they only made a few million of each of the 55 PD and S, it's like, how much more can there be out there? You know, that's a pretty big purchase on that one, Aries. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we were this thing that already sold. So I'll wait for your payment. If your payment doesn't go through, no worries. I could resell this thing. Um, I'll put that one aside there for you. Hayden, I bought a near entire set of Full Torch, Choice Gems, about a month ago. That is this book. I bought it locally in the Bay Area. I knew about this collection because I've heard from a few of my dealer counterparts that this collection did exist. I wanted to be that guy to buy this one. So here's a pretty good mock-up that someone had put on Coin Talk. So the full bands, you need a clearly defined center line on both the top and bottom bands on there. Now on non-full band issues, you're going to see that line go weak either on the left or right side of the bands. So it's going to look flat, like a flat strike. And there are certain dates that there's a pretty common amount of full torches. Like if I had to pick a date, 46 Philly, 47 Philly are two dates where you see full bands nearly all the time because it's at the very beginning of the series run. So at that time, with this new series, this new design coming off of a very popular Mercury Dime series, um, they went the best they could to ensure that the dies were fit to show and illustrate and showcase all the strike designation that you need on those coins. So that's why usually the first few years of every new series is always the best to collect into because the quality is so high. Hopefully that helps. And then when you get to like the 1960s, and there was a lot of opportunity lost when we had the 1960s a few moments ago. Toward the end of the run is where they become very lackadaisical in the quality of the dies, so they don't go the extra mile um of repurposing the dies and strengthening the design and re-engraving and all that stuff because it's pretty much like, oh, I got one foot out the door. We're about ready to convert into either a new design or a new composition where we have to like, do another type of design, maybe strengthening because it's a different composition. Hopefully that kind of helps lay the groundwork of what I'm trying to illustrate when it comes to things like this. All right. Hey, EZ, you want me to go ahead and relist this one? I'm gonna say that yeah, 424 for this I think is pretty steep. I wasn't expecting that, but I'd be more than happy to relist this one. Now, I would say the two coins maybe where that kind of money would be warranted is the 51S and 49S, but we're not there yet. So ease, let me know, okay? If this one's too zany, and you can't get this one to go, I will go ahead and relist this one, which no problem at all. It happens. All right, 54S is coming up next. $54S, a very satiny finish on that. I love it. Yeah, no doubter on that one, huh? All right, so on your 54S, another pretty pricey one there, 6,508, 67 full torch 500, 1,400 for a 7 plus, and a pretty good values for a non-torch, but we don't have to worry about that on this one. Okay. All right, next one up, lot number, I think 52 on the day. There you go. Oh, ease, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I didn't see the payment come through yet. So I wasn't sure if you had the opportunity to go back into your wallet and just retype in your thing, or if you feel like you made a mistake, then I could go ahead and relist it. It doesn't matter. I'll let you determine that. All right, going to Buck. Very nice one there. Congratulations. Let's see, lot 52. Yeah, that one's coming up here in a moment. All right, 54D, which is a good date. Okay, these typically are struck pretty nicely, although they don't have quite the frosty luster as the Esmet. Yeah, there are no known 68 full torches or regulars on that one there. 1,050 and 6.7 plus. So it's one of the lower values, which leads me to believe that this one, yeah, definitely a better strike date compared to others. Oh, your credit card thought it was spam? That was weird. Yeah, it didn't go through. Yeah, it didn't go through. So it's up to you if you wanted to retype that in, or if you feel like, just go ahead and relist it. Because I'll be honest, I think that price was a little stiff for that coin. I think half that value would have been pushing it, but you know, that's my opinion. I have no qualms whatsoever relisting at ease. All right. There you go for Jennifer. All right, 54 coming up next. No, no problem. Yeah, I'll do it next, guys. Yeah, that was the 54D, Carrie. This is the 54 Philly. Looks good. Little bit of peripheral color. 10 racks in 6.8 torch. Full torch. I'd say that's a pretty good one. All right. $1 start. There you go. $54 Philly. Got a little hint of color on the obverse. Probably originated in an album to begin with. You were messing in the kitchen. Hey, I've done that before, especially with eBay listings. Check that out. That was lot 54 on the 1954. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and redo the 55 here. Beautiful velvety strike on this one. Again, very similar to the 54S that we just looked at, but it's a Philly. All right, here we go. There you go. One more shot at the 55 for you guys. Are you smearing little marinade on your phone? No, I'm just kidding. Not yet. Anytime where I have to like marinate something, whatever it is, like a pork or steaks or whatever it is, I always tend to make a flaming mess. And that's my wife saying, "Yes, you do." Although my wife is a little bit more eloquent with with that. I do a pretty good dry rub though. Um, I guess it really depends. That is a beautiful pickup, Mama J. Right in the wheelhouse for that one. Um, God, yeah. Here, you want irony, Mama J? Yeah. Lot 55 on the 55. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. All right. 53S. Again, if this is anything like the 54S, it's a nice brighter strike. 54S was a very satiny kind of look to it. All right. 54S or 53S, excuse me. Yeah, I wish I could get that pinpoint Hubble telescope kind of accuracy on the close-ups on these. What series iPhone do we have? 16
I think so.
or iPhone 4?
No,
No?
I
Are
don't.
you
I think
sure?
it's a 16. I don't know if mine's a 16. I don't know. Clue.
All right. 5750 and 8 full torch, 3 and a quarter and 7 torch, 500 in 7 plus. Yeah, 53 Philly's pretty big too.
Ooh.
Buck.
I'm heading out here in a second.
Yeah. I thought you already had out.
No. No, not yet. Soon.
Oh, 53S, by the way, is the date of the new variety, the olive reverse, which, one of these little acorns there looks like an olive. Or acorn reverse, sorry. The acorn version.
Love you.
Love you too. Have fun. All right. That one for a buck. All right. I'm going to do my best, only because I got these big sausage fingers and you just never know what's going to happen. Okay, so 53D. I guess that went about as good as I possibly could imagine there. No, it's all right, Sam. Whatever I could do to help, because you can take my word for it all day long, but the reality has to match the perception there. Yeah, 53 Philly is a big one. 53D, it's pretty good. 4,500 in a 8 torch. What's 160 and 7 torch and 1,000 and 7 plus. Yeah, 53 Philly is 10 grand and 68. $1,000 in 7 torch and 2 grand in 7 plus. It's there. It's there, and I know it. All right, let's see how this 53 looks. Never bothered to look at 53. Admittedly. Okay. Looks good. Looks like it's that. No, no, it's there. I thought that bottom bands was a little bit weak there, but it's there. So you just have to get the lighting just right and keeping the focus in check there. All right. Okay. Well, this is a good one here. But if I were um you guys, the couple of coins coming up, the 51S and the 49S is those are the two dates that in my personal opinion, those are the ones to kind of put all your chips in. 53 Philly. Is that one there? Yeah, that's a good looking one there. All right, that one going to Buck. Congratulations. It's a nice pickup. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. 52 time estimate. Yeah, that was a really nice 53. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, would you grab my last whatever? Well, I wasn't using it.
Yeah. I made lunch.
There you go. 52S is running. Judging by things, this one is a relatively good struck year for San Francisco. $2,000 on a full torch, 68, 150 and 7.
Bye, honey.
Bye. All right, going to Jennifer. It's yeah, it's got a very nice satiny look to it too. Yeah, needless to say, Carrie, this is to have all of them in one place is oh man, I see those two toners. 52D, 6750 and 8 torch, 125 and 7 torch, 700. Yeah, looks good there too. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is one of those instant. I was really kind of on the fence of whether or not I should just break this up or sell it or keep it or, but you know you can't get high on your own product, as they say. But believe me, I've had a lot of voices in my head tell me, I should just keep it or do whatever. But sometimes it's just the way it goes, and I'm okay with it. The important part is you guys are getting some premium quality stuff that typically just doesn't show up on the radar of the hobby. And someone put in 20 years worth of effort and dedication into this, so that way you guys didn't have to. 52 Philly. 52 Philly, another banger here. 7,500 in 8 torch. $1,000 and 7 plus. 165 in 7 torch. Yeah, top band looks good. Bottom band looks okay. It's probably the first coin where I'm not completely like blown away on the full torch. So I wanted to let you guys know, based off of how I feel, that's what I'm seeing on this one. Again, it might just be just a poor kind of like focus in and out of the images you see here, but I figure I'd let you guys know. All right, there you go. 52 Philly, and then we have a pretty big one coming up next year. Probably more so for the color than anything else. Okay, let's see. One more look there. Okay, top bands look good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it going across. It is awfully deceptive, you know. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about it. This is like kind of like in the period of time 1950, 51, all the way up to 55. Yeah, this is where you begin to see the men's efforts in trying to keep the dies looking great. Um, Not so great. All right, you guys ready for this 51? Jeez, where do you find this thing? That is indeed a keeper. The color is ridiculous. It's like a fireball. Lots of reds and golds and yellow. This thing is electric. There you go. That one's live. Man, that thing's awesome. Purple, blue in there too. It's in the hair. Yeah. Rich, no, we'll have Mercury's on our next show, which is gonna be next Thursday. Gargab, beautiful pickup, my man. You are gonna enjoy that one. Um, what's that good old saying? Pictures don't do it justice, or video. So I think when you receive that one in hand, you're going to enjoy it that much more. 51D coming up next. Okay, yeah. So again, continuing on the nicer strikes here with the Denvers. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, that is about as strong as some bands as you'll get there. 2750 and 8, 350 and 7 plus, 165 and 7. Okay, not too bad there. All right, there you go. 51D. I mean, that's a no doubter. Look at the bottom band right there. Killer. Not to mention, you see you see when you look at all these coins, you look at the fields, they're all just really, really immaculate. Those are generally the areas where they receive a lot of contact marks, if you know. We have a couple more giveaways. I'm away here in a moment to launch another one. I want to make sure that we kind of let it last here over the last 16 coins that we have. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a surprise. Van, congratulations. That's a nice one, brother. Um, Once we get past the 49S, we will sudden death the last 11 coins. Which, by the way, probably the most relevant last 11 coins of the entire lot after the 49S. So that's gonna be my last little gift to you guys because we've already gone over on time here. My wife said it's okay. All right, 51 Philly. 51 Philly. Yeah, it's like night and day. I mean, it's still full torch. I could see the fully defined splits there, but compared to the Denver, yeah, it's stronger. Okay, there you go. 51 Philly. Nice valuation there. 4,468. 1550 and 7 plus full torch. One and a quarter and 7. Nice little safety nets there. So we got Thursday, Friday for next week's show in commemoration for the big local Northern California Sacramento Valley Coin Club show, which is a 3-day event. I will be there the first 2 days. I don't think I'll be doing the Saturday show. Very rarely do I do a full 3 days on these events. I usually do the first 2 days. But we will be there, and then we'll also be here as well. Here's a good tough date, guys. 50S. Okay, well, that bottom bands is definitely not split, but this is one of the keys to the series. Now, which is funny because based off of the pricing, strike is usually one of its strong areas. Not on this particular one, but if you need a 50S and a very nice one at that, which by the way, in 68 is $550. There you go. That one is live. Van, is that your first show, really? I thought you had already done one by now. What time tomorrow? For some of the folks that might be interested. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern. Central Standard Time. 4 Mountain Time, yep. 50D coming up next. Bottom split. Top. Okay. That one does not look full bands either for 50D. Fortunately, it's another generally well struck date. So you're really not missing much as far as like top end value. 2400 in full torch and 8, and non full torch 1425. All right. There you go. Yes. Yeah, this one a weak torch. I wouldn't call it full torch. But overall, just a really, I mean, we're getting into some of the earlier dates. So um, nice, beautiful top rate gems and choice gem examples. We'll do just fine. Yeah, believe it, this is one of those crazy instances where the bottom set of bands is stronger than the top set. Usually it's the other way around. Yeah, I'm not convinced that the top set of bands, from my point of view, is there. All right, going to Buck. There you go, sir. 50 Philly. Huh. That looks AU, doesn't it? So I'm just going to I'm gonna use this as one of the giveaways. So we're not gonna sell that one. I'm surprised I didn't see that one. Okay, here's the one. This is the one, ladies and gents. 49S. It's the date that we've been looking for here. And then all the other subsequent ones, of course, before this date. Yeah, it looks full torch on both. Definitely the top. But that color. All right. Well, here you go, guys. That's the one. I know this is one I've been waiting for. This is the key date. This is the one that everybody wants for this series. While it's the key date, it is I mean, it's got awesome value in full torch, 7,508, 807, 250 and 6. Now, this is more of kind of like that key date kind of like pricing coming into play, because even in mid state 64, it's still $80. And that's not including any kind of associated like toning market adjustment or anything like that. That's just for like a blast white coin. And even non full torch examples, they're still pricey, 42 bucks and 5, which is just a crazy average grade for such a coin. This is I've probably owned maybe all of what, two toners in a 49S, and the other one is not too good. It's not great. This is the best one I've had thus far. Yeah, that is a stunner. Cal, congratulations, man. That's a trophy of Roosevelt dimes right there. Yeah. One last look at that. A true view would look spectacular with that coin. That seems to be the question of the day, huh? Yeah, I never thought about grading it if I did keep it. I think what my motive was on something like this, if I were to keep this album, was to upgrade each one of the coins to some with color. So that way, every coin in the book would have color, and the 49S and the 51S would be more so the anchors of the collection. That is something that I will be like 50-50 on. Do I grade it or not? But I have a reason to keep it in the album as it's going to be like the big trophy of the whole bunch. Okay, what I promised you guys I would do, the last 11 coins, we are just going to sudden death them. Okay, these are all my favorite dates, by the way. It's 49D. I mean, let's go. Let's do it. These are all nice. So we're just, without any expectations or anything like that, we're just going to let the birdies fly here. 15 seconds, sudden death. Get ready. 49D begins now. Whatever the price is, that's zero, and whoever's name is assigned to it wins. It's that simple. But this is probably like, I would say, my favorite last 10 coins of the Roosevelt Dime series. I love the 1940s. It's also like a good 3-year stretch where there's a lot of varieties to look for as well. 49 Philly. Yeah, you did. RKO out of nowhere, as they say in the world of wrestling. Yeah, Van is in the house. All right. Full torch, 49 Philly. I hope you guys had a great time this afternoon. Again, we will be back in 5 days. So Thursday, the last day of the month. All right, going to Land Pirate. Beautiful. It's, lot 69 there on that one for you, Pirate. Good to see you, my friend. All right, 48S. This is one of the dates I have a lot of history of because my senior year in high school, my dad got mad at me because he gave me money to buy books for college, which ended up being like $600. I went out and I used every bit of the $600 to buy 1948S BU Roosevelt dime rolls, you know. And he said he was upset at me for a moment. He said, "You were supposed to hold on to that money," and it was like burning a hole in my pocket at the time. So yeah, I definitely, this thing is clean as shit. Oh my goodness! I was looking at the obverse, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? It's got no contact marks anywhere. Yeah, needless to say, he sat me down at the dining room table, and yeah, we had a little heart to heart there. Even though he was all about me being in the hobby and all. Um, there you go. Enjoy this beautiful 48S. This really is a gorgeous coin. All right, going to Buck. $48D. Ooh, flashy. Flashy, not satiny. Yep, full torch. There you go. 15-second sudden death. This one looks as clean as that 49 we just sold. It's very nice. Very nice. All right, that one going to Buck for a few bucks. There you go, my friend. Let's see, lot 71 on that one there. 48 Philly. Oh, big one here, 6,508 torch. So let's see if we have the torch here. Top looks good. Bottom looks great as well. I think we have a winner. All right, how about 15 seconds? Another sudden deather there. So once we're done here, you guys want me to sell the album? You guys want this album? You'll be the third owner, of course. Styron, another one for you. 47S. I ran out of 2x2s. Yeah, the 40s, when I looked at them, they were all nice, higher quality. You know, just okay. Bottom set of bands. I'm not convinced. It's not entirely full on that one, but it is a 47S. Nicer day too. All right, there you go, guys. All right, going to the cow. 47D. PL surfaces on this one. Definitely have a split at the bottom band there. Okay. 47D. Let's go ahead and do that one there. All right, another sudden death deal for you. Yeah, a little bit weaker on this one. But a great back day too. All right, for Buck. All right, so I pushed out another giveaway. 1947. And then we have the trio of 46s to round out the book, and then we'll sell the book as well. Okay, great top torch there. And a little bit weak. It's probably there, but again, I need full convincing on all this stuff. All right, 47 Philly. Oh, on here, Van. And the reason why, Van, it's better to reach me here is I do a lot of inquiries with customers and things like that too. So I'm usually on here more frequently than I am on the email. 46S. Okay, first year of the Rosie series. That is a choice gem if I ever saw it. Top torch looks good. Again, I'm not convinced there. It looks like there's a small contact mark on the bottom set of bands. It's very, very slight, but again, the minutia and the details matter. There you go. 46S. First year and a final slot of 3 of the album. Excuse me. All right, now I'm going to Cal as well. Again, check out our show coming up on Thursday and Friday. That one's geared around the big coin show coming into town. So we're gonna have some pretty major firepower going into those two shows. If you've been looking forward to like Morgan Dollars and like some bigger high tier stuff, we'll have them. 46 Denver. Yeah, pretty weak set of bottom torch area. There you go. David was it'll be Thursday and Friday starting at 5 p.m. Pacific on both days. All right. For Buck. And the finale, 46 Philly. One of my favorite dates to cherry pick because there's a whole conglomerate of doubled dies on obverse and reverse. I don't think I looked at this one. This has got to be like a just an unbelievably powerful looking coin there. Full bands. Yep. Which is more commonplace on the 46 Philly. There you go. The finale is live. 46 Philly full torch. And a very satiny strike, too. All right, and now one, the final, going to Buck. All right, for giveaways, we are at giveaway number 18. For the last 4 giveaways, because we haven't really caught up there on that. Um, each one. So number 14, 15, no, number 15, 16, 17, and 18. Each one of you will receive, whoever wins the last one, by the way, a Maui trade dollar. So these were produced on the islands. We have the 1998 trade dollar. These are nickel, by the way. They do make silver versions. They come with the COA. Like the 98 version, they only made 90,000 of. 99, 95,000. 2000 there with the Dolphins. Very pretty. 130, and then 2001. That one they made 120,000. So in order, yeah, we'll sell the book. Thank you for reminding me. So Too Lazy, you end up with the 2001. So it's gonna be in order from least to greatest date wise. So number 15 wins the 98, 16 wins 99, 17 2000, and giveaway number, the one we just completed, number 18 goes to Too Lazy. And then whoever won 14 gets the 1950 AU dime there. Yes, yeah, I could show the Lincoln. So there's the operas, blue and green, with rose pink. Okay. 66 brown is the grade on there because it's toned. And then the reverse, just green all over. Green and some of that rosy red in there. Make me an offer, Salty, if you like it. Because again, we're in the business of making deals here. I know I have 600, but I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up on that one there. But the last like 8 or 9 of them, very similar in grade. Even Mid State 65, toned 50s. They've been going for about 1,000, $1,200. So this side or the Silver Eagle. So that's the mint green toner there. And this is a 1801 Bolivia 4 reals or 4 reales. So pillar type coin as well. So 4R. Nice colonial type era coin there. All right, so we're gonna do the album. This could be the last item. I mean, I slotted in for 80 total listings, so we could throw one more thing in there. All right, so this is for the Library of Coins album for Roosevelt Dimes. That one I could do 100 on that one, Cal, if you want it. If you want that one, it's normally about 140, 150 in that condition. But I could do 100 for you, and I'll put it in a buy now store, in your name if you want it. It's a great deal on it. Oh, Robert, we sold all the dimes in here, so that's just the album. The person that I bought this collection from, he bought this album from a coin shop back in 1960. So took very well care of it. And now Styron is going to take good care of it. Okay, I think I know just the coin that we're going to add in for number 80. We'll throw in the strike through Spirit of 76 Mayflower Compact Quarter. So you could buy these on Littleton right now for 50 plus shipping and whatever. So right around $60. Uh, they're selling on eBay, strangely enough, for like $100 plus. Like you could buy this on Littleton for half that amount. So we'll do this one here. There you go. So $1 start, however much it sells for. It comes in this holder. It's not an official like graded holder, but it's a little snap case right there. So if you haven't seen what the strike through is, it's that right there. So it's a feeder finger type where there's grease on the face of the die and the feeder finger kind of pushes it around because it's making contact with the die. And yes, I did buy this from Littleton. So I paid every bit the $58 or whatever it is to own it, but just something to pay it for to you guys. It'll sell for less than that, I'm sure. And there you go, going to Buck. Buck more than deserving for it. All right, last call. Anybody else want anything at all? Well, I have a few items up on here. If that's going to go ahead and do it, Buck, you as well, my friend. Everybody else have a great, nice, easy weekend. Enjoy it. Barbecue weather is coming here, if not already. And we'll see you on Thursday. We're gonna get everything packed up and either shipped out Monday or Tuesday. No, usually no later than Tuesday because I know how my local post office operates. They're not, they're hopefully going to be better after their investigation. But yeah, I'm gonna go to a different post office to drop this stuff off. So I want you guys to have a great weekend. Love you guys. Let's find someone to raid here. Kingdom Currency, our good old boy Sam in the mix there. If you're looking for some collectible paper money, he's your guy. And peace. Large Cal, peace to you, sir.